On Wednesday, the 22nd of May, Mark Zuckerberg finally decided to answer questions in front of the EU Parliament just 2 days before the new European privacy law GDPR came into effect. The lawmakers say they invited Mark because they are concerned about the upcoming European elections in 2019 and the influence fake news, fake accounts and uncontrolled hate speech on Facebook could have on them. But it seems they were more frustrated at the end of the meeting than when they started. And that's because they felt Zuckerberg failed to answer some very fundamental questions.
Will you allow users to escape targeted advertising? I mean, I asked you 6 yes and no questions, I got not a single answer. And of course, well, you asked for this format, well, for a reason.
Just like at his roasting in the United States, Zuckerberg promised to follow up unanswered questions in writing.
I think that I realized that there were a lot of specific questions that I didn't get to specifically answer, but going around and hearing the themes of what people are concerned about and had questions about, I think I was able to address the high-level areas in each.
Here are the top 3 questions the EU asked Mark Zuckerberg. Number 3. Shadow profiles. One question Mark clearly did not want to answer was on the topic of so-called shadow profiles. Ultimately, at the end, he basically said Facebook needs to collect the data of non-Facebook users to ensure a safe platform for Facebook users. Take a look.
But what's really interesting has been the public outcry over so-called shadow profiles, where Facebook collects and stores data about internet users that don't have or use Facebook.
Ideology. Is there anything else here?
Shadow profiles. Shadow profiles.
Number 2. Is Facebook a monopoly? The lawmakers asked Mark Zuckerberg if he thought that Facebook is a monopoly and even suggested dissolving it into several smaller companies. While Zuckerberg provided valid competitors, they were not having any of that.
With the European antitrust authorities to examine it and to open your books so that we can see if yes or no there is a monopoly.
We look forward to participating in. There were a couple of questions around competition and how we view our role and our position as a platform. Where the average person uses about 8 different tools for communication, ranging from all sorts of private messaging up to more broadcast mediums. It feels like there are new competitors coming up every day. There are competitors that reach tens and hundreds of millions of people. It's a competitive environment where there are many choices that people have.
Number 1. How will you be remembered? This question is not tough on itself, but considering how it was asked, I think it does deserve the first place.
I really think we have a big problem here. And it's not solved by saying we're going to fix it ourselves. And you have to ask yourself how you will be remembered. As one of the 3 big internet giants, together with Steve Jobs, I should say, and Bill Gates, who have enriched our world and our societies. Or on the other hand, in fact, a genius who created a digital monster that is destroying our democracies and our societies. So that's a question that you have to put yourself for yourself.
Do you think Mark and Facebook should be regulated by the government, or should it stay self-regulated? Share your thoughts in the comments and like this video for more. Peace.